Welcome to the series where we build out dashboards using product analytics data using our demo site. This is going to be posthogdemo.com. Go there, check it out. We're using PostHog as the tool. This can work with Amplitude, this can work with anything, but we're going to specifically talk about PostHog today. And we're going to be running through our system, that Vision Labs that we use to implement this for teams large and small, PLG and sales-led, you name it, we've done it, everything you can possibly imagine. And if you're new here, my name is JJ Reynolds. I'm founder over at Vision Labs. We are an analytics team that bolts on and does fractional analytics as a service for organizations, large, small, mid-size, you name it, we've done it. So let's just hop into it. We're using our SOAR system today. I'm talking just about the S in this for the SOAR, which stands for acquisition source. The function behind this, right, folks, is that you need to know where are your customers and new leads coming from? So this is new leads and new customers. Where are the new leads coming from in the sense of Facebook versus Google versus email versus you name it? There's so many ways. And the second thing is, where are your first-time customers or first-time trials coming from? This works for just about anything. You can get as dialed in as you want as to the variations, right? Sometimes some of the bigger teams that we work with have a million different sources, a million different ways that people are entering into their system. And you want to make sure you can break it down in a way that makes sense to your team. So let's hop into it. We're going to be using posthogdemo.com. Posthogdemo.com is a site that we own, not affiliated with PostHog whatsoever. You can use whatever tool your heart desires. I don't really care. If you want to use Amplitude, PostHog, GA4, I don't care. But let's just talk about it. So here, imagine this is a landing page. Here you are, it says, hey, look at this super cool thing, and put your email in here, and we are going to do something phenomenal. So I'm going to put in an email here. Let's just do hello@visionlabs.com and hit enter. Awesome. We triggered this. We just set the person property inside of PostHog so that we are now identified there. So this could be a lead. Let's just call them a lead because we are super straightforward. So this is in our source diagram here. We're going to call this a lead magnet. The next question is, where did I come from? So I kind of cheated here. I just typed in the website, so I'd be direct. But let's get really spicy, and I'm going to actually add in some UTM parameters. So I'm going to say UTM source equals Facebook, and UTM underscore medium equals CPC, and UTM underscore campaign equals PostHog demo site. And I'm going to also give us an FB seal ID equals 123 ABC 789. Okay, so what I've done here is given ourselves a source. This source right here is going to permeate into PostHog, but it works everywhere. So I'm just going to come over here and we're going to look at this. And I'm going to grab a URL parser just to give you a further explanation in case you're not super familiar. Here are all the parameters that we've got. So we've got our UTM source of Facebook, UTM medium of CPC, UTM campaign of PostHog demo site, and Facebook click ID of 123 ABC 789. There's a million ways to do this, but I'll just give you a quick example. Let's go to our good friend, ChatGPT. All right, here we have a sponsored result. I'm gonna click on it, they've got money. And here you can see the exact same thing happening. I'll come up here and paste in them. Parse URL. We right here have the same kind of ideas. They have a bunch of custom ones because they're trying to be all super fancy, but their UTM source is Google, UTM medium is paid search, UTM campaign is this wild campaign. Usually campaigns are associated with the product that you're trying to promote, okay? So now that we've gotten there, hopefully you're still with me as we've set the foundation for what we're about to go to. So I'm gonna use this PostHog demo site similar to how you would use ChatGPT as the demo site, because ChatGPT is very similar, right? Put your email in, put your things in, here we go. So I'm gonna hop right into our activity feed, which we should see our latest person showing on up. There is our hello at Vision Labs. Look at them, they're doing so many things on our website. It's amazing, great customer, Vision Labs. So if we hop over into our dashboards, I'm just gonna open up a brand new dashboard. And if you're not familiar yet, dashboards are a collection of product analytics insights. I despise how PostHog has decided to call these things and separate them as products because technically they view product analytics as one. type of product, and then dashboards is a separate product. At the end of the day, dashboards are what you're looking at, whether that's a marketing analytics dashboard or product analytics dashboard or web analytics dashboard. They're all the same thing. They're dashboards. But I'll get off my high horse. I'll take a step back, sit down. We've had a lot of coffee today. That's okay. So we're going to hop in here to the blank dashboards. And I'm going to start off with giving this a name. And we're going to call this S. And we're going to call this leads. So S is for source, if you have not followed along. And we're going to talk about our leads. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to add a insight. I guess an insight is a better right way to say that. And we're going to hit new insight. And I'm just going to start off with saying the number of people. And I'm going to start off this really straightforward. And we're just going to go total page views. And we're going to put off the number of unique users. This like basically just went live last week. So there's no one here. If you're watching this, you're probably one of the first people to actually see this website. And so here, I'm just going to put in this. And we're going to call this unique user scorecard. And you're like, JJ, where's the scorecard? That's great. You can hop over here and we're going to change this into being a number, which is called a scorecard in most places on Earth. We're going to hit save and add to dashboard. Here is a little bug. Bam. There we go. If you hit the E on your keyboard, it will then make sure you can resize this. Not the end of the world. We're going to talk more strategy as opposed to like pure execution, but I get myself in the weeds all the time. So here we have the number of unique users. We got 14 people. That is awesome. Let's now get specific. We're going to talk about this one funnel of looking at the PostHog demo site. We have this great Facebook traffic here. And we're going to treat this as if this was a paid function, where we say, hey, this is a paid campaign. We are running hella traffic to this page, and we're going to see what this looks like. There's a few things that you want to know. Is first, you want to know how many people saw the page, and then you want to know how many people did the thing that you asked them to do. So how do we know what that is? Luckily, we set up all of our events correctly using the Vision Labs frameworks. You guys should, if you don't have that, go to visionlabs.com/contact, fill out a contact form. We can do this for you so you have the best foundation on planet Earth. But here we're going to add a new insight. And I'm going to add a little funnel here because I think funnels are awesome. And we're going to build a funnel and we're going to say, hey, the funnel is first, I need to see a page view on the home page. And the second step is I'm going to see what is the name of this event filling out. And what we can do is we can hop over here into a new tab inside of PostHog, and we can go to activity. And I'm going to go in here and see, all right, so we have the same, again, naming feature of the source email capture. And I'm just going to hippity hop out up here. We're going to copy that name. We are going to hop back into this. And I'm just going to name that event as the second event. We're going to go to look at this, and it should show up right here. The first thing we're going to do, so here, 14 people. We've had 3 people do this right now. We want to get more specific because I know this email capture is only on the homepage, right? So if you don't view the homepage, you're never going to see it. So let's get more specific. We're going to add in a filter here, and we're going to say, hey, I want to see where the current page, the current URL, and here they give you an example. This includes all of the actual URL parameters. So just keep that in mind. Alternatively, I think that you can use the path, which is a string here. And this path is simply without the URL parameters. So I'm going to actually cheat, and we're going to use the page path. And then we're going to equals /. There's our home page. If you don't have a /, it will just be null. So just keep that in mind. All right, there we go. We have the number of unique users who have seen the homepage and then captured that. I'm going to call this the home page funnel, and we're going to hit save and add to dashboard. Bam, we are looking pretty good here, folks. 12 people see the homepage. 3 people have filled out the contact form. If you have not yet, go to visionlabs.com and fill out a contact form. So now let's look at what we need to do next. The next thing you're going to ask is where did they come from? So we know people who saw the thing, people who did the thing. Now we have to know what they actually came from. So let's add in a breakdown. There's 2 ways to do this. You can add the breakdown here, and we can say, hey, I want to look at the UTM_source, bada bing, bada boom. You now have this breakdown, and you can see here how it looks. This only works, by the way, if you are very, very good at knowing how you have named things. So here, Facebook, 100% conversion rate. I just went and did that. So I am 100% converting with Facebook. We should double down on those ads. Right? And so this is where you'd want to add those breakdowns if you can do that. But it becomes very complicated. You see right here where it's like, number 1, what does that even mean? So let's delete this. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to hit save. We're going to add a new insight. And I'm just going to duplicate this exact thing. We're going to hit right here. We're going to duplicate. We're going to hippity hop down here. We are going to go in to edit this insight. And you can see it's the same name. So we have to readjust this. And what we can do is we can actually add the breakdown right in here. So now I'm going to say UTM medium, just because I only know we're only a certain number of traffic, but we want to see different types. So here you'll see here, page view is CPC, conversion rate 100%. We also have some people coming in here with none, and then we also have the average, which is the baseline. And so if you would like to go to posthogdemo.com and put some stats on there, then we'll share this dashboard. And so here we have the homepage funnel, and I'm going to add in a width medium. All right. And now this is where PostHog comes in really problematic, because you'd think going back would go back to the dashboard. You'd be wrong. Oh, you're right. Never mind. So here we now have the breakdown. So the way that I'd like to frame this, right, is the question that we're asking is what did they do and where did they come from when they did it? And right now we're asking the question around leads, specific leads on the homepage. Hey, a quick interruption here. If you feel like you are spinning in circles, wasting engineering hours, product hours, dev hours, marketing hours, and no one knows what they're supposed to be doing inside of your analytics systems, please go to visionlabs.com/contact, fill out an application, let us know how we can help. Our team does this day in, day out, and we're really, really efficient at it, and we make people sing our song of praises. Go check us out, visionlabs.com/contact. There's a few more questions that we're going to have to ask ourselves. The next question being is we're going to have to trend this over time. So let's just now look at this from a more holistic perspective. I'm going to drop this down here. We're going to have to get rid of those. We're going to hit save. I'm going to add in a trend line. So we're just going to hit a new insight, and we're going to use that same email capture event, which is the outcome, right? And then we're going to add in another field. I did this backwards. And then what we can do is we can hop up here and we can say anybody who had a page view, and we're going to add a filter to say where that page view had the path, right? And use the PostHog default one. Sometimes you can add in other ones. Equals, and we all know what we're going to do, the little /, bippity boppity boo. And there we are. So now we have a trend line, and we can come up here and we can say, bam, funnel trend. Save and add dashboard. All right, look at us go. We are moving real quick here, folks. The next thing you're going to ask yourself is, personally, I really enjoy the horizontal kind of trends. I like to see things relationally. I don't like to see them at their own. We have some people who love the opposite. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to edit this, and we're going to say, hey, I need to make sure that this is the exact same thing we're adding. And so unique user scorecard, we want the unique users of homepage. And we're going to hop in here and we're going to say, I want to add in a filter where the path is to the homepage. Okay. Hit save. Let's see if they fix this bug. Hey, there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to add one more scorecard, and I'm going to cheat and we're going to duplicate this. And it's going to hop right there. We're going to hop in and edit this. And then unique users of home page email capture. And we're going to change this to the email event that we have that's on that home page. And we're going to hit save, hit back. And I'm so glad they fixed that. We're going to modify a couple of these things now. Let's go hit E over here. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And you can always add in the comparisons. Usually for smaller teams, I'm not a fan of comparisons. And in bigger teams, I am. Okay, I want it bigger. Okay, there we go. We're cooking with gas now. There we go. I'm gonna make this really big because, hey, I like it like that because it tells you exactly what you need to know. There you are. That's what's happening. Here's the actual funnel in case you're looking for a conversion rate. Again, the same data is here, 12.3, 12.3. Then we can add in our little where they came from, put that right next to it. And then lastly, this is where we're at, right? So we've answered the core question of, is our homepage converting well? That question by itself is very, very hard to articulate because the definition of well is unknown. Here, you might say, let's say we're currently at 25%. Is that good or bad? I'd say that's pretty good, but we have no traffic. So let's now put that at the top. I'm going to add this one more time. Let's hit this, and we're going to hit duplicate, and it's going to pop all the... Oh, hey, they fixed that bug too. Wow, they're fixing bugs left and right. What I'm going to do is I want to put our most important metric, which is 2, like this number of people who've become a lead, and then the next one is going to be the percentage conversion rate. And so how we're going to do that is we're going to hit edit, and we're going to hop over here. We're going to basically add in this little math, and we're going to add in our email, and this is not the right spot. Let's get rid of that. Add formula. That's what we want. So here, let's add these two. Same thing as before, page view of path of the homepage. And then we're going to look at our email capture that's on that homepage. And here, this is where we can look at total unique users, and then total count is probably fine for that. This should give us our 12 and whatever. And then here is where we get to say, okay, we need, I always forget this. It's going to be outcome. And this is tricky because A plus B, it's A, B divided by A. And then we're going to call this conversion rate. And then over here in our number, we're going to change the option, and we're going to change the unit to a percentage, which is 0 to 100. That's not right, 0 to 1. And then we're going to go to 0 decimal places because ain't nobody needed to look at those. And now we have a unique homepage conversion rate right there. And again, this is really, really unique, right? Because for us, we've done all the hard work of naming all the events correct. This is even a test demo site for us, so we're not even fully adhering to our own standards, but it's something to really consider. So let's just now recap how this works. Maybe we go like this. Let's just kind of put this more here. So right now we have the really cool concept of saying, hey, our North Star metric is 33%. We have 12 people who saw it. We had 3 people who did it. So is that good or bad? That's now the question to ask of yourself. The next question you're going to ask is, hey, how are we trending over time? And look at that. We had 6 people yesterday, and you can see what we launched it. We have some things here. And so here's the funnel. Here's the funnel with the breakdown. You can see Facebook is converting high. We then have the none value. And as more people show up on this site, maybe we run some ads, do some things, we now have a really solid placement of the core lead value. So I'm going to rename this to home leads. And I like to leave a little blank spot in the top right, okay? The reason why is because you can say, hey, let's add a description. This is meant to optimize the home page for leads. You now have the other question of saying, hey, should this be done? Should this not be done? And then the next question that you do have is around, did these leads become anything to us? Like, are they actually worth something to our business? That is where we come to onboarding, right? So that is going to say, hey, we now have done this. Then the next question is onboarding. And now let's just take a strategic moment right here. The purpose of the page is to generate a lead. Let me say that again. The purpose of the page is to generate a lead. The purpose of the next step is to do the next thing. So for example, if you go fill that thing out on posthogdemo.com, which I would recommend you do, you then get an email saying, hey, do you want to schedule a call with Vision Labs? And maybe we can help you out a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can help you. Maybe not. So the purpose of that email is to then get someone to book a call. So we want to measure the full funnel, right? People who became leads, people who then booked a call, people who then gave us money. But you also want to measure what was the actual efficacy of that email sequence. Is it working the way that you intended? So this is where we want to really talk about strategy around what you should measure and shouldn't measure. I'm going to have people jumping through the screen trying to tackle me saying, hey, this is not how you should do it because of F, A, B, and C. Let me tell you, we've built 1 million dashboards for 1,000 different people. And this framework is so much easier for people to know what's working and not working, as opposed to what the other people generate out there, which is a lot of these AI dashboard kind of things. It just becomes very, very difficult. Yeah. So there you go. The one last thing I'll say is that what I really like is that you can come up here and you can add in little notes where you could say, hey, please check in on this. Let's hit save. And then you can also hit preview, which I'm like, I don't get why there's a preview, but maybe it's cool. Emojis. Let's go here. Please have hedgehog. All right. This will show up at the very bottom. I'm going to move this to the tippity top. Bam. And then now we have our very first dashboard here. So this shows us kind of the conversion rate of the homepage over time. Very, very straightforward, very easy, and hopefully you followed along.